Part two. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Sarah Tennis for 14 Moves, and welcome to the city of Anoka. This city is located just 20 miles north of the Twin Cities and is a thriving community with rich history. Take a stroll through downtown where you'll find charming shops and restaurants. And besides the restaurants on Main Street, there are numerous restaurants throughout the city. Some of the local favorites include Casa Rio, which serves Tex-Mex, and there's also Cork, which features American fare. If you're looking for a great place for brunch, there's Sparky's Cafe, as well as the Mad Hatter, which is located along the Rum River and is a great spot for afternoon tea. Anoka has countless picturesque parks and is centered around the Rum River, and the Rum River runs directly through the city and flows into the Mississippi River, and the Mississippi River forms the southern border of Anoka. It is believed that Anoka held the first Halloween parade in 1920, and since then has carried out this tradition. Because of this, Anoka is considered the Halloween capital of the world.
Hi, I'm Stacy, and we just recently moved to the area, but we really love visiting Anoka because we love the downtown and how it's kind of old-fashioned. It has all the cute little shops and stuff, and they really keep it up. We also love that there's rivers running through.
An eerie feeling came across me as I drove closer and closer to the insane asylum. I had just done a bunch of research on the Anoka and surrounding areas and came across this insane asylum. I could not believe that the buildings were still here. Though many of them are now abandoned, I had to go explore for myself. Here's the rest of that footage from the Halloween episode, and also the insane asylum cemetery.
Everybody just got along. Everybody should have relaxed. We gotta do the whole thing, but just want to give y'all a taste. We got more to show y'all. Let's go. Let's go.
Alright guys, I have now traveled to the Anoka treatment facility centers, but back in the day, this place was built in 1900 as the first state insane asylum for patients who were insane. They built this in the early 1900s to treat those patients. Now this place was said to be one of the craziest treatment centers in the whole state, probably, the whole country. I mean, they were doing weird stuff to try to treat people back then. This place supposedly treated patients with the electroshock therapy, with hydrotherapy, and even with lobotomies. Supposedly there's rumors and stuff of the early 1900s on how they were treating the patients. It was not too well. Now, some of the patients tried to escape, and there's a lot of nearby neighborhoods. We're not that far away from downtown Anoka, so you can just imagine the stories of escape insane asylum people escaping from this place and going into the community and stuff. It's absolutely crazy. Now here is you'll notice right down here, it's a little manhole. I don't know where that goes. It's free. It goes downtown. It just goes down underground. Downtown, Julie Brown. Underneath us right now, it's a bunch of tunnels. They built a bunch of tunnels underneath here so that they could transport the patients from one area of the insane asylum to another area of the insane asylum without them escaping. Because you'll notice that this particular insane asylum, I'm walking around a circle right now. I'm in the center of the grounds. And on this side right here is a building, And as we keep walking around here, the buildings are laid out in a circle, in a circle, so that if they wanted to try to create a more homey feel for the patients, not like a big, huge building or whatever, but a bunch of smaller ones, and they were all built around 1900, and so the patients would get transported from one area to another underground. So apparently there's millions of tunnels underground right now. And so what happened is the patients would try to escape, some of them, and they would get in these tunnels underground, and then they would get lost, and they would freak out, and it's said that some of them hung themselves on the pipes that were underground. This place is supposed to be the most haunted insane asylum in the entire country. A lot of these buildings are so old that they're abandoned. They're just abandoned right now. Each one of them is locked off. There's a gate almost in every single one of them. And their fate is kind of up in the air right now. They were going to try and make them into veteran housing, and they were trying to get them on the into the historical building registry. I don't know if that's happened, so I don't know what's going to happen to these buildings. They might get torn down. We can't get inside them, but I can film all around them. So let's take a look at this crazy, insane asylum here. And I'm just going to film all sorts of stuff. Another crazy thing about this place was that when the patients died, as a lot of them did on the grounds, they buried them and they just gave them the number to what patient they were. So there's supposedly a cemetery around here. I've been looking around, I haven't found it, that just had a bunch of numbered gravestones on it, which they have recently, I think, either named the patients that were there or at least have some sort of document saying which patient was there. And if I can find the cemetery, I'll show you guys. But that's just another crazy thing about how the patients were treated here. They're just given a number, and when they died, they were buried, just put in a plot, and just a number of where they were at. Crazy. Now, since then, though, it's gone through a lot of
Here we go.
Flying over Minnesota in a drone, y'all. Okay, now we're gonna move on, y'all. Rule something. Minnesota, y'all. It get cold.
You guys are filming in the sheriff's office. Do you guys have any questions about anything or anything we can help you out with? You guys working on a project or something?
Even in Minnesota,
Talk to us at all. Trying to help you out if you have any questions. You're free to film whatever you want to film. That doesn't matter at all. You're excused if you have any questions or anything. No? Alright. Well, you guys have a good day.
he was kind of nice. Why? Because he's white? They think him trying to get over? No, I'm just playing. He was nice. He might be good.
How you guys doing? Alright? Alright. Have a nice day, guys.
Yeah. I'm not talking to these guys at all, even though they're nice.
Yeah.
It's hard not to a little bit. So I just want to be friendly, but you know. But you're absolutely right, it's very effective. That's good. Okay.
And that's part two. So like, comment, and subscribe. It's your girl, sometimes your boy, Charlotte Carolina. You know my slogan, I'm flexing on these hoes like Hulk Hogan. And what is the name of that place in Minnesota again?
Anoka.
All right. And we go.